がいたんですけど、そんな方法ってありますか？
あるで。
あるんですね。
Usually say to check in about blah blah blah. So, for example, what time should we check in about the project? Or do you have time to check in about this later? Or when can I check in with the project? Or so, for example, what time should we check in about the project? Or do you have time to check in about this later?
Do you have time to check in about this later?
Or when can I check in with you? We can also
Shine on. Greed, it comes to consume you. Keen intellect and natural charisma.
Magna boost.
The dim-witted will become debris.
The tribulations continue.
Awake. Fight. Open your eyes. Eternal punishment upon you.
Use it to refer to a person. So, can I check in with you about this later? Or will you check in with me later? We usually say check in with. Please be careful. This is different from check in to a hotel. Totally different meaning. Here at work, check in with someone or check in about something. So check in with someone means to give someone an update, to share new information with them. Check in about means to share new information, probably with someone, like in a meeting, about a specific project. So you can use check in with or
The Omerta is the tide. Bye.
I made a fool of myself.
Turn your sight upon the future.
I look like I care.
Isn't wish just divine? The tale goes on and on.
Magna acceleration.
I worked hard to get here. A super-sized serving of happiness.
Such attacks can't wound me.
Happy tummy, happy oinky. Happy oinky. What? This was spotted somewhere?
On Prevailing Wings by Condemnation's Blade.
Magna boost.
paths may differ, yet our will be done.
Happiness, sadness, the miracles of life. We'll smash you into a pile of rubble.
Judgment awaits the Nebbia.
Nothing can penetrate my shield.
Fear not the three wonders.
Shine on.
The tale goes on and on.
No time to rest.
Pegasus, as long as I have these wings.
No way.
We'll build an empire from all the rubble.
Unyielding.
으아 나를
Wavering,
신해.
undying. Intercept.
Target locked.
The Aegis is my will incarnate. Let evil burn in the fires of righteousness. A sheep's job is to provide answers.
Shine on.
하? 코러스다お前
About something. Go through, go over. The next one is go through or go over. We can use go through or go over. These both mean to review something. Like I want to go through your essay with you, or I want to go over the latest.
Alien invited me to dinner. Oh, what does you cat want? Oh, what's the...
Follow the righteous path.
The astronauts flew to the moon on Monday. The astronauts flew to the moon on The astronauts flew to the moon on Monday.
What a cute corpse.
The freedom to wander among the clouds. Godly, no? The freedom to wander among the clouds. Godly, no? Lighten up, disperse. So it is. Lighten up. Disperse.
I will not break.
あ、間違えた。バハムド。
Let evil burn in the fires of righteousness.
間違えた。
Oinky, oinky.
Greed. It comes to consume me. I will put my faith in your hope.
After
どっちの負けか。
you, I want to go through our new policy.
The astronauts flew to the moon. Astronauts. The astronauts flew to the moon. The astronauts flew to the moon on Monday. The astronauts flew to the moon on Mon. The astronauts flew to the moon on Mon. Flew. The astronauts flew to the moon on Monday. The astronauts flew to the moon on Monday. The astronauts flew to the moon on Monday. The astronauts flew to the moon. Flew. The astronauts flew to the moon on Monday. The astronauts flew to the moon on Monday. Moon. The astronauts flew to the moon on Monday. On Monday.
What do astronauts do in space?
What do astronauts do in space?
Oh no, the alien is angry.
Oh no, the alien is angry.
I want to fly in a rocket too.
The astronauts flew to the moon on Monday. The astronauts flew to the moon on Monday. The astronauts flew. The astronauts flew to the moon on to the moon on Monday.
These with everyone in the company. I want to go over some changes.
The world's tears are mine to bear alone.
Prepare for defeat.
My hatred will tear you apart.
My infernal melody will pierce the heavens.
My hatred will tear you apart.
Shine on.
ああ、地形か。
Fight eternal punishment upon you. There is no God in this world. The tribulation shall continue.
Oinky, oinky.
Such attacks can't wound me.
Time to go the whole hog. My hatred will tear you apart.
You will soon learn.
Our hatred for each other will only grow.
Greed. It comes to consume me. Nothing can penetrate my shield. I won't leave a bite for anyone else. Devour everything.
Don't get so close! Happy? Winky!
A deal with the devil?
Not quite.
There is no God in this world.
A delicious trickle of crimson.
Witness the power.
You want it.
Are you happy?
On prevailing wings, by condemnation
Greed. It comes to consume me. There is no hope for you.
I won't leave a bite for anyone else.
Devour everything. A pleasure doing business.
A deal with the devil?
Not quite. So, we have a deal?
That are going to happen. So it means review. Usually like review plus maybe explain. It means to do this in detail usually too. So introduce some new ideas, review some old ideas perhaps, and have a chance to discuss things. So to go through or to go over is sort of to examine, to review, to look at some information with somebody. So we can also say, I want to go over this with you later, or can we go through this together later? So
Let us conclude.
You want it. As long as I have these wings.
Delta is the tide. Bye.
A pleasure doing business.
Such attacks can't wound me.
Uphold the oath to carve the oath.
Oh, my fingers slipped. Shine on.
A deal with the devil? Not quite.
うわ、やばい。
Obey the darkness. See? Open wide.
On prevailing wings, by condemnation's blade.
Nothing can penetrate my shield.
Our paths may differ, yet
A
our will
pleasure
be
doing
done.
business.
A sheep's job is to provide answers.
Carve the oath.
A deal with the devil? Not quite.
I seem to have lost.
Though there is no God, I still serve
To look in
mankind.
detail, to examine something. Clock in, clock out. The next pair of expressions really is clock in and clock out. Clock in is to check in at your office. To clock in means to begin your workday officially, to register the time you begin work, and to clock out is the opposite, to register the time when you leave work, when you finish work for the day. So when you maybe, depending on your office, you have to clock in other words,
Clock in.
register or record
clock
the
out.
time you
A
begin
clock
work or
in.
arrive
A
at your
clock
office.
out.
And clock out. So record the time you leave your office. So in a sentence, we could say, I always forget to clock in.
Clock
to work.
in. A
Or
clock
what time did I
out.
clock out yesterday? I totally forgot. Or it's important to clock in and clock out at the same time every day.
Rooms of victory.
Start up. Okay, so the next phrasal verb is start up.
Start up.
Shine on.
Up means begin, to begin something. Please be cautious. Start up something, like start up a new policy or start up a new project means to begin a new project. However, you may see the noun expression, no space between start and up. Start up. Maybe you can hear the slight difference in pronunciation. When I say the phrasal verb start up, there's a disconnect between the words. Like we need to start up a new project, for example. However, startup is a little bit different. Startup as a noun means a usually small new company. It's big in the news these days, startups. So startup companies are very small companies. They are just beginning. That's the nuance of a startup company. That's the noun phrase, a startup. However, to start up something sounds a little bit different. Like we should start up some new projects this year. It's more used for like policies, projects, maybe new.
Happiness is worth more than even honor.
At your service.
面白いことにプラス11出してくれるわ。
Judgment awaits the Nebbia.
Such attacks can't wound me.
Fear not the three. Let us fly, Pegasus.
Am I
All hardships can be overcome.
Push your limits and advance to
Moving out
glory.
as ordered.
これ5コストでこれ強すぎるやろ。
Light, disperse the clouds of gloom.
きっしょいな。
Product launch.
Was my
We should
power
start up some
not
new
enough?
things, for example. But me,
At your service.
I was too hasty.
Good today.
Judgment awaits the Nebbia.
Nothing can penetrate my shield.
Fear not the three. Let us fly, Pegasus.
Are you kidding me?
All hardships can be overcome.
Moving out as ordered. Wonderful. Light, disperse the clouds of gloom.
I was too hasty.
あ、これあれか。指揮官のやつか。
The Omerta is the time by.
At long last.
There is no hope for you.
Uphold the oath. Carve the oath.
Commencing operation as ordered.
Let's get this party started.
Glorious light.
Now this is what I call a good time.
Do I look like I care?
A sheep's job is to provide answers.
It is only my
to
blade
begin.
that
To begin. Call back. The next phrasal verb is call back. Call back. Call back means to return a phone call. To return a phone call is call back. So some common examples are
Scientist.
I'll
Let's get this party started.
How was that black and white movie? How was that black and white movie? How was that black and white movie? How was that black and white movie?
Now's my time to shine.
rest.
Commencing operation as ordered.
Greed. It comes to consume me.
Revel with me.
I won't leave a bite for anyone else. The tribulations continue.
Now's my time to shine.
True happiness is worth more than even honor.
야, 네, 이거, 이回線切りよるやん。バチバチきしょいやん、こいつ。
The astronauts flew to the moon on Monday. The astronauts flew to the moon on Monday. Astronaut. The astronauts flew to the moon on Monday. The astronauts flew to the moon on Monday. Flew. The astronauts flew to the moon on Monday. The moon on to the moon on Monday. Do you like his paintings?
Though there is no God, I still serve mankind.
ん？いや、